I'm Serenity.
I'm Desi.
And welcome back to this week's Weekly Bite.
4, 3, 2.
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there and feel so wonderful. It's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel. So wake up, the members of my nation. It's your time to be. There's no chance unless you take one. And the time to see the brighter side of every situation. Some things are meant to be, so give me your best and leave the rest to me. Leave it all to me.
May you please rise and put your right hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey Highland, and first off, big shout out to the Weekly Bite, episode 10. That's a big deal, so great job with that. I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but I'm a bit tired. With the Dodgers winning the World Series, go Dodgers, and with the release of Black Ops 6, I haven't been getting much sleep, but it's been a really cool couple of weeks. So some big shout outs I want to give. First off, I want to give a shout out to our CAF girls tennis team. Great job in your CIF playoff game last week. We came up short, but it was a good game. I also want to give a shout out to our cross country team, Jenna Johnson, Golden League champion runner, as well as our football team, who also made it to round one of the playoffs. Since this is coming out on Tuesday of next week, I'm not sure if we won or lost, but I have some high expectations. I also want to let everybody know that hopefully you had a great Veterans Day weekend, and we only have 9 more days until Thanksgiving. So keep it real, Highland, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody the next couple weeks.
Now it's time for the weekly jokes, starting me, Gatman Ryan Garcia.
What is the best book to read in autumn?
What is the best book to read in autumn?
Lord of the Rings.
Our Link Crew and Best Buddies teamed up recently to play in our primetime soccer games.
Monday, October 21st, we had a game against Palmdale with a win of 2-0, and Monday, November 4th, we had a home game against Pete Knight that we won 2-1.
We want to congratulate our buddies on their amazing win. Now let's look at some highlights from these games.
It's going to be a dog walk. Yes, sir. Yeah. With the Highland Bulldogs. Yes, sir. They in our territory. Yeah. Our tunnel. They come out of our tunnel. Ain't going to be no mercy. Yeah. No mercy on 3. Everybody hands in. Everybody hands in. 1, 2, 3. Think about the dogs that they don't understand. When the dog gets attacked, we bite back.
If young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water. Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water. I just wanna feel liberated, I just wanna feel liberated, If I ever instigated, I'm sorry. Tell me who in here could relate. Model, and she just bleach, and I get bleach on my t-shirt. I'ma feel like an we was down at Tribeca. She get under your skin if you let her. She get under your skin.
Perfect timing. I already told y'all we don't play. When I'm out here, we don't play. We bite down when I come out here. Everything is a big dog.
Remind me where I know you from. She looking like she owe you something. You know just what we want. I wanna wake up with you in mind. You're so far and more. Nothing in the water. Beautiful morning. Yeah, the sun in my morning, babe. Nothing in the water.
Hi, Mr. Don. We wanted to interview you for Dodgers because they just won the World Series, and we wanted to show off your shrine.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm so excited that the Dodgers won this year. I'm a huge fan, and this is just a few of the collectibles I've had over the years since, I'm a huge Dodger fan.
Okay, so who is your favorite Dodger player, like, of all time and why?
Of all time, I would have to say Fernando Valenzuela. Because Fernando, he played with like a determination that nobody else had, and he like truly represented like what Los Angeles is all about. So Fernando definitely my favorite player.
And then if you could have dinner with any Dodgers player, like ever, who would it be and why?
That's a lot. I would say my idol is Sandy Koufax.
Okay.
He was a pitcher in the 60s, and he was probably one of the most dominant pitchers of all time, and nobody, like, when he was pitching, nobody was better than Sandy Koufax in his mind. And I kind of admire that when you're on the mound, you're the best, and they're going to have to beat you, so it'd definitely be Sandy Koufax.
Okay. And then in your opinion, what was the greatest moment in Dodgers history, in a game or anything?
Well, a lot of people are going to say it's the Freddie Freeman home run in the World Series. For me, that's number 2.
Okay.
Number 1 is in 1988 when the Dodgers, when Kirk Gibson hit the home run.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
In Game 1 to win the game. There's a lot of similarities. Most people, you guys weren't even born then. I was like 10 years old, but it's a memory that I'll always have. So definitely Game 1 of the 1988 World Series when Kirk Gibson hit the walk-off home run.
Okay. And then last question, if you could create a team, like dream team, any Dodgers players all time, who is it?
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm going to put Koufax on the mound.
Okay.
Catcher is going to be Roy Campanella.
Okay.
First base, Jackie Robinson.
Nice, yeah.
He played around the infield. I gotta think of Steve Sachs at shortstop. Outfield, you gotta have Ohtani. You gotta have Mookie Betts in there. And I'm missing a whole bunch of other Dodger greats, but that would be my core. I'm gonna build around.
Okay. Good answers.
Okay. Well, thank you for I enjoyed the conversation.
Yep.
Hey, welcome to the Highland High School Esports Room. This ain't my crib, this is Coach Harrington's crib, but this is a great opportunity for our students to make a name for themselves in the Antelope Valley and California because our esports teams are doing a great job. I'm a huge Call of Duty player, but I have nothing on our students. So with that, let's turn it over to Coach Harrington.
Hello, welcome to the Esports Room. So we have 20 different gaming computers here. They all are running a 3080 graphics card. As far as esports goes, we have many different leagues that we go through. One of them is Valhalla Esports League. The other is High School Esports League, VHEL and HEL. Through them, we play many different games after school, Monday through Thursday. Usually the competitions go somewhere between 6 and 10 weeks, along with playoffs. As far as the games that we play, the most popular ones seem to be Overwatch, Valorant, Smash Brothers, and Apex. However, we do offer more games such as Brawlhalla, Mario Kart, Fortnite, of course, League of Legends, Counter-Strike. There's a lot of different ones that we deal with. So let's take a quick look at the room. Is this really lovely screen of 9 different televisions. Usually they'll broadcast the leaders of the team, whoever the captain is. And then anybody who wants to watch can observe. And then in the corner we also have Smash Brothers or Mario Kart going on in the small screen on the bottom right. 3 different switches over here. But primarily because we want everybody to be able to observe the main game going on for the day. It's usually relegated to 1 unless either playoffs are over or we need additional practice or extra switches for things like tryouts. I'm putting a wall up for some of the different things we've won. So we were actually Division II champions of Overwatch last semester, and then we've also won Valorant before, got second place in Apex, and then we actually were first place in Fortnite. So we got this really nice, whatever it's called, statue. Other than that, we do have a few computers that we can stream on. All of them have OBS access, at least the majority of it. For Highland Stream, it's HHS__esports on Twitch, but we only stream every once in a while. If you are interested in joining esports, every single semester there are tryouts, so keep your eyes peeled for the announcements as well as Mr. Dunn's newsletter. The next ones will happen probably in early February. So if any of the games that are offered for esports interest you, make sure you come out and we'll see how you do.
And that's it for this week's Weekly Bite.
Hope to see you next week.